Oh, I should unmute myself. All right, everyone, I'm back. Just like I said, I'd be back. You can leave now and beat the traffic, or stick around and beat your meat. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and load the game up. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do this real quick. You can barely hear the game. There we go. That's better. All right. Let's see if this is the end of the Kotone route. Thank you. Why is the game not showing up? Let's see. Window capture. Oh, game capture was turned off. That's why. Now it should show up. There we go. All right. So yeah, this was the last one I looked at. End of the Kotone route. Let's see if this is the end of Kotone's route. Like it says. Yep, let's load this one. Load. Ah! Oh, go back. All right. That's good to hear, Sora. Welcome, by the way. I'm doing all right. Just when sometimes I had to use the bathroom. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Okay. All right. So, let me just get some water in my system. How's the new Dragon Ball movie? Spoiler-free review. It was awesome. I had a great time. I laughed. It was much more entertaining than the last one. If you want an in-depth review, I may be talking about it on the Noise Boys podcast when the next one gets recorded. We have one that's currently being edited, and then we're going to record the next one after that. So, because me and Scoringo both saw it, we want to talk about it. And I think Excalibur's going to see it, so... Yeah, from what my roommate told me, this is the biggest anime movie opening of all time, like bigger than Pokemon the first movie, bigger than like Digimon, like anything. It released in more theaters than anywhere else, so it's a big deal. But yeah, no, it was fun. It was fun. I'd say go see it if you can, and if not, it will be on streaming soon. So. Well, I can't really, with one L, believe it myself, but the end of my first year of teaching finally arrived. To be honest, despite me not knowing what I was doing for a good portion of the year, can't say it was exactly boring. Then again, I think a certain two spirits might have a large hand in that. Okay, so we did all this. We did all this stuff.
You got a refractor shard. Floggy Steve cheered. X3. Has Dragon Ball gotten that big in terms of recognition?
Dragon Ball's always kind of been big in terms of anime, but I think now it's bigger than it's ever been because of Super and all the stuff they're doing with it.
Yeah, she's a really good kid. I'm gonna miss her.
Skip, let's see. Okay. There's some dialogue I missed. Hold on.
Now don't feel... Your English is getting much better, Aina.
Okay. Back.
Now don't feel like you have to come back because I'll miss you or anything. I have plenty to keep me busy, Mr. American. Now shoo. You've had a long day. Go home.
I nod. Alright, bye, Kotone. Okay. So, anyways, goodbye. Okay. So, I need to figure out what I need to do here. Okay. So first I'm going to save. We're going to go to... We call this one Kotone Route Turn Key. Because I don't know what is the exact way to do it. Oh, I can't spell apparently. Apparently, I cannot spell. Return key. Okay. I'm going to save right there. Escape the screen. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I see. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to try returning the key. Better give it back to her. Okay. Back room all the way here. Oh no, it's okay. Reaching for the doorknob, I open it. Hey, Kotone, sorry, I forgot to give. Oh my. Doorknob's still in my hand. I see Kotone in the midst of changing, completely topless. She notices me immediately, and her face turns a deep crimson. Sorry, I caught you at a bad time. I'll just leave the key here, and I place the key down nearby the doorknob. So I'll see you around. Bye. If Kotone is caught in a deer in headlights, all she can do is slowly nod. All the rest of her body seems to be completely frozen. Pull the doorknob back and close the door behind me.
Give the key back?
Oh yeah, I gave it back. Let's see. Is this just going to this scene? Oh, I can't skip this one.
Well,
okay.
You really
let me go back and load
From the day I
that.
met you, I couldn't really understand any of your motivations or what you really wanted.
Hold on. Let's go to load. Let's load this. Loading will lose save progress. Yes. I should give it back to her later. Don't bother right now. Keep the key. I can always give it back to her later. In my pocket and head home. I turn around and look one more time at the cafe. So I won't be there last time.
Gaikokujin no Sensei.
Okay, so this one actually has an ending. Okay. Alright.
But
Gaikokujin no Sensei.
Oh, that was fast. This is where the two of them being gone. There's literally a strange hole place. Okay, I keep turning around expecting to see Aina over my shoulder. Every time I turn back, I greet with empty air. So it didn't even give me a choice in that one, probably because I didn't do their routes. So it's been a day and it already feels like forever. Why did I sign up for another year? I think this to myself was a quiet, empty apartment. When the five of us hang out, I barely even realized the time had gone by, even though my schedule was so hectic. It was always fun. Even my weekends were filled with fun helping out Kotone. Kotone. My mind stops when I think about her, an image of her working at the cafe, smiling at me. Moving to a stand, I gather my jacket and phone and head towards the door. Before I decide if I'm going to cut and run in the middle of my contract, there's one thing I have to do. My heart won't let me do anything else. I leave my silent room as I close the door behind me. After a long walk, I make my way towards the familiar cafe. It's already dark out, and to my dismay, there already seems to be a closed sign in the door. Still, I've come this way. Maybe she's still in there. My heart rate increases a bit as I approach the door. Laying a deep breath, I raise my hand up and rap the door with my knuckle. There's no answer. For a moment, I think about giving up and going home. No, I have to try at least once more. My hand up and try again. A few moments later, I hear a doorknob turn. It opens slightly and I hear a voice.
Gomenasai, watashi tachi wa tojite imasu.
Even in Japanese, I recognize that voice anywhere. Oh, hey, wait, it's me. Just as she's about to close the door again, she stops. Seriously, bro? Instead of closing the door, she pulls it towards her, opening it. I'd say she's already changed back into her normal clothes as she looks at me.
Oh, if you're here to help, I'm sorry to say I'm basically done.
Actually, I came here to talk with you if that's okay. Nate raises an eyebrow.
Something Japanese got you confused again?
You could say that. Gives me a smug yet tired smirk. She opens the door wider.
All right, come on in.
Accepting her offer, I grab the door and let myself in. As soon as I let myself in, Kotone goes back to working on the shop, putting things back to where they need to be. Flipping chairs up, putting away salt shakers, things of that nature. Do you need any help? I ask as I awkwardly stand there. Kotone lets out a giggle.
It's all right. You don't work here anymore, remember?
She flips over the chairs and stacks it.
So, go ahead. Tell the great Kotane how she can make your day better.
She says with no small sense of pride as she flips over another chair. Suddenly my throat seems to be a little dry. I clear it only to end up echoing a sounding louder than I mean to. Well, so it's been about a year since I came here. Kotane, still doing her task, doesn't even glance back at me as she continues to work.
Oh, has it been that long already? I've been so busy here, I haven't noticed.
Oh my god, Radia, thank you for the gift sub to Tab. Radia, have you been lurking this whole time? You've been lurking this whole time. Also, hi. I hope your stream went well last night. I was starting to get sleepy, so I had to go to bed. Let me just quickly do the shibbity shabbity. Go check out Radia. Shout out. Let's see what clip it plays. Oh, it plays a new clip. Oh, perfect.
Alright. Let me get come to terms with this is not going to get finished tonight. I'm going to go to sleep for a little bit.
Ah, yes, you did go to
wake
sleep.
up and continue.
that was a clip. But hey, everybody gets to see the new little like chibi model that you've got there. Was that a game Cult of Lamb or whatever? It's that style, right? I need to check that game out. I heard it was pretty good. But anyways, the game we're playing right now is we're about to finish, I believe, the Kotane route in Gaikokujin no Sensei. That was the clip you messed up. Ah, that's funny. And let's see what happens here. Picks up a glass and turns back to me as she begins to dry it with a towel. She nonchalantly looks away.
So, you staying another year?
I pause for a moment. I'm not sure. Kotane seems to falter at this, her hand almost dropping the glass but managing to catch it, doing her best to cover this up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I made it for Cult of Lamb, but I also made a for alligator and an archer for my chibi to regulator. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. When I start working again, one, I have to give you some money for doing the rigging on my other model, but two, I was thinking about getting like a chibi model at some point, just to have one.
So you're going back to America?
Like I said, I'm not sure.
So is this what you're here to talk to me about? To be your life coach?
She asked, a hint of annoyance in her voice. Well, no, not exactly. There's a short silence.
Well, do you like teaching?
It seems my answer is completely ignored by her. I mean, it's alright. It's definitely interesting, but...
But it's not for you.
I nod once. Kotane's demeanor seems to change as her passive face now turns to more of a sneer.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious what you need to do then. You need to go back to your home country.
Use my chibi as a base for other chibis if people want them. Yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't say I didn't like Japan.
But not enough to stay, apparently.
She says coldly as she puts the glass away and picks up another one. I didn't say that.
And what are you saying? Because it sounds to me a lot like a goodbye.
I shake my head. No, that's not what this is. She places the glass on the desk and turns to me, crossing her arms.
Then tell me, what is it?
There's a reason I want to stay. Kotane eyes me suspiciously.
Really now? And what would that be?
Suddenly my throat feels dry as I struggle to find the words. My heart knows exactly what needs to be said. It's because I love you, Kotane. As I say this, Kotane stops for a moment, her eyes widen slightly. Her normal confident demeanor drops for a moment as her arms uncross. Almost as quickly, however, she looks away from me. A sad smile appears on her face, and she looks lost in thought for a moment. As if gathering her thoughts, she then turns back to me.
Well, thank you for that, but
I can hear the next few words struggling to come out as if choking her.
I don't feel the same way.
Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. My stomach sinks to hear this.
Not that I can blame you. I mean, anyone would fall in love with me.
She then begins to walk to the door in a very robotic manner.
So, it's probably better if you leave. Have a good trip back to America.
That sucks. She says this all without looking me in the eye. For just a moment, I saw a chink in Kotane's armor, but now it seems to be filled back up. No, this can't be right. Something's wrong. Oh well, I have nothing left to lose. I might as well keep going. So do you hate me?
What?
You don't love me. Do you hate me then? He then puts out a pained laugh.
So what? Because I say I don't love you, that must mean I hate you?
It's not answering my question. Inhales deeply, is preparing herself for something, then she turns back to me.
Fine! You want to know the truth? Yes! Alright, I do hate you! You're an arrogant, know-it-all jerk! You're always trying to get under my skin and you keep bugging me! I've only been nice to you because I felt bad for you! But enough is enough! Get out!
Her voice cracks as, by the end, she's doing her best to fight back tears. Not tears of anger, but it almost seems like tears of pain. I hold my ground. Sad smile crosses my face. So you said earlier that we were friends. That was a lie. Deep breath as if pushing something deep down before speaking again.
Yes, it was.
A sharp dagger goes through my heart as she turns away from me.
Now you can go back to America without any worries. I don't need you. I never have.
A few seconds of silence pass, which feel like hours. You're always a terrible liar, Kotane. This catches her by surprise as she looks back at me in shock for a moment. She recovers quickly, though.
I'm not lying! I really, really hate you! I can't stand you! Please, leave!
The fact that she's lying so obviously is beginning to frustrate me. I don't understand why you're saying this. I don't know. I know you don't hate me. At first, my tone shocks her. She flinches but refuses to look me in the eyes.
It's best if you were just to go back to America.
Why? Why do you want me to leave so badly? Finally, I can feel her shoulders loosen my grip.
You don't know what you're talking about.
She says this in a barely above a whisper.
You say you love me, but you wouldn't if you knew. Nobody would.
I still turned away from me. I looked directly at her. Know what? What don't I know? I feel a warm drop fall on my hand. That warning, Kotane turns her head to me, her eyes full of tears.
I can't have kids, okay?
She nearly screams, her heart laid bare to me.
I can't ever have kids.
There's a pause, but before I can say anything in response, she continues.
A few years ago, I had to have a surgery to save my life. But because of it, now I can't ever have children.
Oh, fuck. She lets more tears fall as she continues.
At first, I was devastated. But eventually, I realized that I was okay with it. I simply always thought that kids were just a part of life. Like I didn't have a choice. But once that option was taken away, I realized I never really wanted them in the first place.
This was written by fucking... Oh my god. This was definitely written by fucking Brandon. Oh my god. I'm sure he said this publicly, but he does not want kids. At all. Like, he has no desire to have kids. I'm not against it, but I'm worried. Because I have a hard time even taking care of myself. How the hell am I going to take care of, like, kids? Children. How the hell am I going to do that? But, you know, right person, and if they want them, then I wouldn't be opposed to it, but it's a tough subject. Like, I feel like I'm still, like, my life is still just getting started. And to bring another life into it when you're not even sure of where you're going, it's tough. It's hard. And, it's not an easy decision, so I kind of feel that. But anyway, sorry to get heavy, but this game got heavy, so.
I became happy with who I was, but no one else saw it that way.
Truth is, no one person is ever really ready for children until it comes. Yeah, exactly.
I tried dating. Every time I would meet someone, the topic would come up, and when I told them, they looked at me as if I were some sort of monster. I know you're gonna want a family, and I can't do that for you, so please, just leave.
They let her a small laugh as she finishes. You really are an idiot, you know that? Out of all things I could have said, I know that Kotane wasn't expecting me to say that. Lost in complete confusion, she turns her head up to me. You decided that you knew what I wanted? Well, let me tell you something, Kotane. I said that I loved you, not that I wanted kids. All color seems to drain from Kotane's face at this moment.
You what?
I love you, Kotane, you and only you. I love your spirit, your wit, hell, I even love your arrogance. If you don't love me back, that's fine, but please don't lie to me. In that instant, Kotane's eyes once again begin to create a torrent of water. Quickly, though, she tilts her head back toward and places her fists upon my chest, her teeth bared as water continues to fall from her eyes. She begins to hit me in the chest with her fists as I can hear a large, guttural cry emerge from her.
You idiot! You stupid idiot!
She wraps my chest again. It doesn't hurt, even with apparently all the strength she can muster at the moment.
Why? Why didn't you tell me? You should have told me. I gave up on you. I gave up on you.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Without warning, she stops hitting me, instead moves forward and wraps her arms around me, so as not to have to look me in the eye.
You are such an idiot. Of course I don't hate you. I could never hate you.
My heart pulls itself up from the depths as I hear that. But then it lets out an incomprehensible noise.
You're gonna make me say it, aren't you?
Before I could say anything, she continues.
Of course I love you, you stupid idiotic jerk. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you so much it hurts. I couldn't. You rejected me.
Shivers in my embrace. Katone, I would never reject you. Never. The shivering stops.
I don't believe you.
Pulling herself away from my chest, she looks up at me. As she does, I can see her tear-stained eyes staring into me. Moving my hands, I place them on her shoulders and slowly move my face closer to hers. She closes her eyes, and within a few moments, our lips are touching. Aww. Cousin, expecting a quick peck, begins to pull away, but I don't let her as I push myself into her, kissing deeply and passionately. At first, she seems shocked at the turn of events, but quickly accepts my passion and returns it in kind. When the kiss finally finishes, Kotone looks up at me, her smug expression now back on her face.
You do realize that now you're stuck with me, right?
I shrug. Guess so.
I gave you an out. You didn't take it. Now you have to pay the consequences.
Kotone is now fully back to Kotone mode. Oh, really? And what will those consequences be? Tisk-tisk with her fingers.
That would be telling.
Oh, surprises. Well, I'm going to leave the rest of my life. I'm going to have the rest of my life to find out exactly what they are. It's because Kotone just smiled widely.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
God, this game gives me the feels. I smile back. Better. Yay! We got another ending. She's chasing the rabbit. Oh, is that the voice actress singing the ending theme? That's awesome. Hey! Yeah.
言いづらいだけど結局君のこと好きなのいつまでも愛してるよここで何してるのよ好きなって言ったことないよなんで人生に現れたの君のせいだ君のせいだあと一つしかできないなずっと僕のそばにいたら僕も君のそばにいるよ君のせいだ君のせいだあと一つしかできないなずっと僕のそばにいたら僕も君のそばにいる
The bunnies are having the making of this game. Thank you for playing. Coffee Bunny games. Hell yeah. Well, folks, that's the second route done. We did Aina and Kotane, so we got 2 more girls to do. We got Makiko, and we've got Fumo. Oh, wait, there's more 3 years later. Do I really have to come out like this?
Come on, the new male uniforms look really cute.
I feel like I'm going to die of embarrassment. There at a drawn out size, I placed the rabbit ears on my head. It's been 3 years since that night when I told Kotane my feelings for her. And, oh well, a lot has changed. I finished the 2nd year with school, but didn't opt for a 3rd. Instead, Kotane got me a work visa to be employed at her cafe as an assistant manager. Of course, as of last year, that turned into a spousal visa. If I remember correctly, when I proposed to Kotane, her exact words were, "Of course you'd want to marry me. I'm just surprised it took you so long." She wasn't very good at hiding her tears, though. Over the past 3 years, Kotane's Rabbit Cafe took off like a rocket, and now business has been good, and we're opening another one in the center of Tokyo. After finishing changing, I step out to show Kotane the finished product. I blush from how silly I feel. The outfit has a white shirt with a vest and black pants. The embarrassing part is the large pocket watch along with ears, of course, with the cottontail I'm wearing on my lower back. Kotane takes a look at my outfit from head to toe and gives a nod approvingly.
Yep, looks perfect. Just like I thought it would. Doesn't it, Uzo? Chew!
Remember, children, let's enter chew in agreement. It's a brute. Seeing my resistance, she puts her arms on her hips.
All right, Pouty, what's the problem now?
It's just, well, a little embarrassing. I think I'm going to need some motivation. Kotane rolls her eyes before giving me a smirk. In one sweet motion, she grabs me by the tie and pulls me to her face, planting a large kiss on me, which I return. A moment later, to kiss over, she lets go of my tie, only to readjust it into my vest.
You're impossible sometimes.
Yeah, it's a rabbit cafe. She lets out her a dramatic sigh.
You're just lucky I love you so much.
I give her a warm smile in return. Yeah, I really am. Such a response seems to catch Kotane off guard as she blushes.
Come on, that's enough of that. Time to greet our customers.
Right. In sync, the 2 of us head towards the door leading to the front. I can't believe this is where my life has led me. From your everyday office guy in America to a part owner of a rabbit cafe in Tokyo. But that's just how life is sometimes. And honestly, I wouldn't change anything for the world. As I emerge from the back room with my wife, I put my most cheerful face in the line of the customers waiting. As it used to, the 2 of us let out.
Irashaimase, chew!
Irashaimase, chew! The end. Aw, that's great. Well, that's the end of the Kotane route. So you know what that means, guys. We've got to do a poll for the next route. So, I'm going to go ahead and do a poll. Let's see. Okay. Which route next? So, Makiko or Yuma? Now, just in case you guys don't remember, I'll just show you real quick before I set this poll up. Makiko is the klutzy gym teacher, and Fumo is the fox spirit of infertility. We've already done these two over here, so it's one of these two over here. So it's either going to be Makiko or Fumo is our next one to go through. So I'm going to put a poll up, guys, and you guys are going to vote for what the next route's going to be. So, and while we're doing that, I'm going to take care of some social media things. So, the poll has started. So, guys, get voting. The poll should appear above. It looks like we've already got one for each. One for Makiko, one for Fumo. You can also use bits or channel points to vote. So if you have some saved up, you can add your vote in. But yeah, we'll see who wins. So we're waiting for that. Okay, so speaking of voting, I'm also going to real quick here. I have a poll up right now for my next Let's Play on Twitter. So I'm going to go ahead and retweet that real quick. And if you guys could drop your votes if you have a Twitter account, that'd be awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and... There's 2 days left on it, and 18 people have voted. So I'm going to go ahead and retweet it. It should be the main thing on my page now. If you guys want a link to that poll, let's go ahead and drop a link in the chat. It closes in 2 days, so I see we got 2 for Makiko and 1 for Fumo so far. So far Makiko's winning the poll. All right, guys, voting's almost over for the Twitch poll. So get your votes in now. Just gonna put this in too. Well, we'll see who wins. Oh, and it looks like Makiko wins. So we're gonna be doing the Makiko route next. So with that, I'm going to load back to one of the first choices we made. So let's see. To save for... Alright, here we go. Choice 2. We're going to load into this one. There we go. Okay, so. All right. So, here we are. Let's see. Yeah, I got there just fine. Sometimes a little light lie is better than overall. Yeah, perfect. I further no trouble whatsoever. Thank you.
I'm so glad to hear that. I told you that you could count on me.
She pumps her fist in the air. I almost laugh out at the
Just let me
irony.
know if you need anything else.
Uh-huh, I sure will, Makiko, thanks. Alright, so let's go ahead and... I'm trying to put my best face. Let's skip to the next thing. Because we've done all this shit. You're way too cute for that. It's not your niche, you're way too cute for that. Freeze in your tracks. Face turns bright red.
Cute?
Oh, did I say the wrong thing? That's funny. Thanks for the food. Alright. For myself, of course, with the twins. Bobsy twins over here. Any sense of peace and quiet really meant having Ida stare at me while we continue to look indifferent. Alright, let's see. The bell got cut off. Let's see. Let's see. What does she want? Okay.
Well, I'm not sure if we should tease him so much. I mean, he really might get mad if we do that.
Oh, come on. What's life without a little fun? Well, someone's cranky. Would you like me to come over and give you a massage?
At this point, I can tell what they're doing. Okay. How about the three of you come over then? Well, I'm not sure. Will it just be you, Makiko, and Fumo?
Whoa, someone's getting greedy.
Good one! You know we can't all come over.
Makiko, none of us can go over.
Oh, right.
Oh, Makiko.
Did you want to go over there, Makiko?
What? No, of course not. That's... no!
She begins to flail her arms. Her face goes beet red and her eyes begin to swirl.
I think you broke Makiko.
Well, you asked a stupid question.
Are we sure he's...
Moon lands in my arms and nearly falls a sudden weight. It's my arms that I'm holding. Makiko.
Whoa! Nice catch.
I end up catching a glimpse of her body before closing my eyes. Yeah, jeez, you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Actually, pretty impressed you managed to catch me like that. Your upper body is stronger than I originally thought.
Makiko.
Then again, judging from your biceps, you really could use some more...
Makiko.
Huh? What?
You do realize our current situation, right? Suddenly, as if realizing for the first time what's going on, Makiko's face turns an incredibly bright red.
Ah! Oh my goodness!
Begins to flail, causing me to drop her. I hear a loud splash, but don't dare open my eyes. Makiko, you okay? I hear a sputter and a laugh.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Great. Do you want me to, leave so I can open my eyes? Do you...
Oh, right. Sorry.
I hear petting of feet around me that eventually fades away. Let aside as I eventually allow myself to sink back down into the water. I blow out air, eventually becoming bubbles as my face becomes submerged in the water. I swear, that woman needs to get her head on straight. I thought that hot spring was supposed to be relaxing. I do some general distance judging my head. As long as I don't wander too fast, I should be fine. Besides, I haven't heard anything from a loud crash. Okay, let's see. Let's hang out with Makiko. I suppose I should look for... Before I can even think of anything further, suddenly I'm grabbed from behind in a full Nelson.
Ha! Got ya!
I try struggling. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Ah, jeez. Yeah, you got me. This is a really good full Nelson.
I know, right?
As she does a victory giggle, I can feel two things pressing onto my back. Hey, could you let me go? It's a little awkward.
Awkward because you can't get out of my awesome hold.
No, awkward because you're pressing up against me.
Hey! Don't get weird on me now. Unless maybe you like it.
Oh my. Makiko getting saucy. I like where this is going. She pushes closer onto me. While she's not to be as gifted as Kotane or Aina, I'm definitely feeling something against my back, and it's more than a little awkward. She immediately lets go.
Oh my god! You were blushing so hard!
It's true. I can feel my face burning up. Okay, fine. You got me. You win. Go thrust her fist down in triumph.
Yes! Point to Makiko!
Point to Gryffindor. I mean, Hufflepuff. I still say it's cheating. You used a sneak attack. Who waves her fingers back and forth.
All's fair in sports and war.
The saying is love and war.
Oh, is it? Oh! I suppose that makes more sense.
Still, though, I bet you were really good at hide and seek. She nods empathetically.
Oh yeah, I was so good, I was actually banned from our group's games.
Bill puffs out her chest in pride. Not sure that's a good thing, but I'll let her think it is. Makiko then looks at the vending machine.
Hey, I'm gonna get a milk. You want one?
Yeah, sure. Let me give you
I
some.
meant as a treat.
She says, giving me my shoulder a slight tap with her fist. Oh, I
I'll
mean,
take that as a yes.
she responds before I could say anything else and puts some yen in the machine. Bottle of milk comes out, which she hands to me. Arigato. I say in my best attempt at Japanese.
Oh, not bad.
Not bad. She smiles at me. I blush as I open the milk. Yeah, well, I figure I should use a few more Japanese terms. It's kind of weird of me just using English all the time.
Well, if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
I chuckle. Thanks, Makiko. I may take you up on that offer. Cheers. I'll let my milk, which she clinks with her own against mine.
Goodbye.
Kampai! We both take a swig of milk. Hey, that's pretty good.
Right?
That's pretty good. I move towards the bench and sit down. Man, I can't even relax. I feel like I'm more exhausted when I arrived. Makiko looks at me, sighs, and takes a seat next to me.
I'm sorry. That was all our fault. Things got a little out of hand.
I snort. A little.
Okay, a lot.
She lets out a soft chuckle. A few moments of silence follows.
So,
Begins to move her fingers along the side of her milk unconsciously.
I have a question.
Yeah? Go ahead. Take another sip of my milk.
What is your relationship with Fumo and Aina?
She asks, her disposition changes to a much more timid one as she asks, "My relationship?" I ask, confused. Like I said, they're childhood friends. I haven't seen them in years.
It doesn't seem like that. I don't know if you've noticed, but Aina seems really into you.
And give her a shocked expression, slapping my face. You don't say! Makiko giggles at my response.
Sorry. Just wanted to make sure. Aren't you, interested?
I nearly choke on my milk from laughing. Makiko shakes back, shocked.
Did I say something funny?
She asks, confused. I'm sorry, but no, dear God, no.
Oh. Why is that?
Try to put this gently as possible. Just not my type at all.
Oh.
She goes silent for a moment.
So, what is your type?
I stop for a moment and exhale and thought. That's a good question. Someone to have fun with? I don't know. I guess I'm looking more for a best friend at the moment.
Oh. Really?
She turns her head away so I can't see her expression. Well, how about you? I asked, trying to keep the conversation moving. You asked me, so it's only fair.
Me?
She asks a twinge of pink under her
I
cheeks.
guess, someone I can depend on would be nice.
That's it? Okay, I need to change the voice volume up a little bit. There we go. Cross her arms and blushes deeper.
That's all you're getting. You told me one thing, I tell you one thing.
Ha! Well, that certainly is fair. I chuckle. Soon she's laughing alongside me. I'm not sure what it is, but when I'm talking with Makiko, while it can be awkward at times, I definitely feel like I'm having fun. Her energy is definitely refreshing, and there's something just honest about her. Soon, the laughter dies down. Turning back, we simply sit there and drink our milk in silence. Soon enough, all five of us get back together.
So, did you have a good time at your first time in a hot spring?
That depends. Are you supposed to feel even more tired, awkward, and embarrassed? Makiko looks at me with a genuine surprise.
What? No, you're supposed to feel better.
He's being sarcastic, Makiko.
Oh, that makes more sense.
She's so ditzy. I kind of like it. All right, here we go. You're both cute. Take the money. I'm gonna reject the money.
You kind of wanted to spend a whole day washing dishes. Since when are we friends?
Oh wow. I just thought.
Well, of course you'd want to be friends with me.
Kotane. Give her a puzzled look. And she looks back at me and notice her expression soften finally. She relaxes.
Okay, fine. Fine! Just stop giving me that look. We're friends, okay?
I didn't think I could even do a look of
Then as a
indulging.
friend, you should accept this money.
She turned around to me. Want to play that game? Okay, I'm not losing. Right, but you already paid for me for. Oh my god.
Well, washing dishes all day far exceeds a snack and a coffee. If you don't take it, it might be awkward. Also, I might be offended.
David turns around and slams me. Ugh. Hey yo, until I take the money back, it's kind of herself her chest and pride.
That's what I thought.
This isn't over.
You keep telling yourself that.
Katone then turns to Aina and thanks her properly in Japanese. Alright. My hand is falling asleep. There's a lot of skip until the next friggin' thing. It must be my imagination. Take a look. To my surprise, I see a figure a bit in the distance. Her blue hair immediately gives away her identity. Makiko doesn't seem to even notice me as she's running around the trees, darting around them, avoiding them as if they were obstacles. Rather than to bother her, I merely sit down at the veranda, letting my legs hang over the edge. The strangeness is, there seems to be no emotion on her face, merely a flat look of determination and focus. Something I'm definitely not used to seeing in this usually chipper Makiko's face. After about a minute or more of running, she begins to slow down, her attention turning towards the cabin. I give a slight wave. I can't tell from the distance, but I think she might be a bit embarrassed. Pulling a towel from a tree branch, she dries herself off and eventually makes her way over to me.
Hey! What are you doing out here?
The lovely sounds of nature woke me up. Had trouble going back to sleep. You? He looks over to the
I
forest.
don't get many chances to do nature runs. Thought I'd use the opportunity.
Makes sense. You heading in?
In a few. I just need to cool down.
Walking over to the veranda I'm sitting on, she pulls out a water bottle from her bag, which I hadn't even noticed was near me. How in the hell do you have so much energy? I asked with a chuckle.
It's because I don't rely on caffeine.
I give her a playful eye roll. As she takes a drink, I am now aware of how her sweat is making her clothes stick to her body. I quickly avert my gaze. After a moment, she finishes talking, taking in a huge breath of air. Seeing her standing over me, I scoot over. Want a seat? Ko takes a few steps over as she's about to, then stops. She places her hands down on her hips and looks down at me with a smile on her face.
Actually, I have a better idea. Why don't you run with me?
I put up my hand. No. Thanks, though. I'm way too exhausted from earlier. I wasn't about to tell her that if I went on a run for one, I would get struck by lightning. That would just open up a whole can of worms, and I had no desire to open. Gives me an annoyed look.
Party pooper.
As if his sudden bolt of inspiration, she claps her hands together.
Oh, I know! Okay, I have something we can do that doesn't require too much physical strain.
Oh? I have an idea, too. Wink. Then proceeds to sit down in front of one
You
chair.
and me, arm wrestling.
Oh, here we go. She rolls up her sleeve. I actually let out a laugh. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. Come on.
I stand up, cross my arms. Are we playing for stakes? Seems to catch her off guard.
Oh, do you want it to be for stakes?
I shrug. Sure, why not? Keep it interesting.
Oh, sounds good. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I know. The loser has to do anything the winner says.
Oh, man. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I raise my eyebrow. These are pretty high stakes,
Oh, I
Makiko.
already know what I'd want you to do.
Oh, you do you? Let's see, if I'm going to find out what that is. I'll take my seat across from her and put out my arm. She grabs her hand to
3,
bite.
2, 1, go!
Moment I say go, I can feel a strong resistance against my hand. Wow, I forgot how strong she is. I push back with more than half my strength, and she's still forcing me down. Okay, she's not playing games. I'm at 3/4 strength, and it seems to be stopping her advances, but it's not even causing her to budge. I can see the look of concentration and focus on her face. I'm sure on my side of my face looking really goofy, but her face seems to be similar to one of the ones when I'm running. Losing focus for a moment, I can feel my arm starting to slip. Slight panic flows through me. Okay, I seriously don't want to lose here. At that moment, I put everything I have and push it against her arm. Slowly but surely, her arm begins to give way until finally I can feel her hand hit the flat side of the table. As it does, I realize her hand let out a relieved sigh. Ko snaps her fingers.
Oh, man. I thought I had you.
I pant a few times. You almost did. You're really strong, Makiko. She looks at me and, lifting her arm, gently taps me on the shoulder with her fist.
Not as strong as you, though, apparently.
Well, to be fair, I'm bigger than you.
That is true. But still, I'm not gonna back out. A deal is a deal. So, what is it you want?
I smirk mischievously. Oh, I don't want it now. I'm going to save it.
What? You can't save it!
I look back at her. I don't believe there was anything in the rules, the bet that said I had to use it right now.
But...
Her face starts to go red. I slowly stand up. Good night, Makiko. Still flustered, she begins to flail her arms.
Don't you leave me here! You need to...
But I merely open the door, step through it, and close it behind me. Take that, Makiko. I hear a muffled protest from behind the doors. Oh, this will be fun.
Gaikokujin no Sensei!
Oh god, this is great. Oh. I'm gonna save this real quick. Because... continue route. Okay. I'm gonna call this one Makiko route choice. There we go. I'm gonna say, okay, we're not teenagers, we're both adults, we can handle this. You look me. Okay, look, you and me, we're adults, right? A thing happened, it was awkward, sure, but we can't go around acting like we're preteens. Just have to think for a moment before nodding slowly.
Right. You're right.
Let's get this out of the way. It happened. I saw everything. You look great. The end. Pause for a moment as soon as she realized what I said.
I looked great?
She says nervously. Well, I mean, yeah. She looked away from me and back to me.
That doesn't make it any less awkward.
I didn't say it did. She stops as if to think for a moment.
Well, for what it's worth, thank you.
So, be okay?
Yeah, of course.
She bumps me in the shoulder lightly. I give her a smirk in return. That turned out pretty good. First begin to look over the menu. Makiko seems a bit distracted by her rabbits, though. For a few moments, Kotone takes my Fumo and Ina's drink orders.
So, decided what you want to drink, Makiko?
Huh? Oh, no, not yet.
Suddenly an idea strikes me. Actually, the other four turn to me. Well, see, here's the funny thing. I'm calling in my win right here. Suddenly Makiko goes a little pale as she whips her head around to me. You heard me. I take out a small piece of paper and write something on it.
Win?
The English retreat, we had a bet. Makiko lost, so now I finish writing a piece of paper and fold it and then hand it to Kotone to look at. She has to do one thing I say. Hearing this, Kotone lets out a laugh.
Oh my god, I totally have to see where this is going.
Of course you do. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to offer you a choice. I point to an item on the menu. Either you order and drink this. The item in question I know very well. It's a Paul Mocha Express Deluxe. 3 shots of espresso. Or you do what I just wrote down on this piece of paper. However, if you choose the paper, there's no changing your mind later. Kotone hands me back the paper.
Just so you know, I'm totally okay with this.
Nervously looks at the menu back to me. By the way, this drink has the caffeine equivalent of 4 cups of coffee. She bites her lip as if extremely nervous and unsure.
I'll take the paper.
Makiko blurts out finally. You sure?
Yeah, just give me the paper.
Okay then. Hands her the paper, which she tentatively opens. Kotone proceeds to walk around behind Makiko and puts her hand on the shoulder. Pale white Makiko.
No take-backs now.
Oh.
Come on, Makiko. Let's go.
Slowly, Kotone coaxes Makiko into the other room, who doesn't even seem to be fighting back. She just seems to be letting it happen, as if all the energy was immediately drained from her upon reading the note. The two of them leave the room. Fumo leans over to me.
What did you put in that note?
I merely lean back and cross my arms. You'll see in a minute. Fumo merely raises an eyebrow at me in response. We sit there for a few minutes before, smiling, Kotone comes back.
The 3 of you, follow me.
Confused, Fumo translates this to Ina, who, equally confused, falls to the back. As we walk into the back room, Kotone leans up against the wall next to the door.
Okay, Makiko, come on out.
Kotone, I don't think I can do this.
Too late now. Besides, it looks great.
Large inhale and exhale can be heard from behind the door. The doorknob slowly turns and out of the doorway steps Makiko. Aww, she's so cute. It's everything I have not to burst out laughing there. Standing right before me is Makiko dressed as one of Kotone's outfits. The bunny ears dangle off her head as her face is bright red. She's so cute. Oh, my heart.
マキコちゃんはとっても可愛いです。はいはい、そうですね。
恥ずかしい。
Oh, she's so embarrassed. It's so cute. Though I don't know what she's saying, I can probably guess. Don't be embarrassed, Makiko. You look adorable.
See? That's what I told her.
Makiko grabs at the ruffles and her face turns even more red.
マキコ、いらっしゃいませ。チューって言って。Oh, yes! I want to hear it!
There's a slight pause for Makiko before she looks up and moves her hands in the way of Kotone had done with her when she first came in.
Irashaimase. Choo.
She says her best effort to sound adorable. Aw, she does. Aina can't seem to take it anymore. She proceeds to tackle Makiko.
とっても可愛い。
As I stand there and watch Aina nuzzling a baffled Makiko, I can't hold it anymore and burst out laughing. It seems to be contagious as Kotane laughs as well. And even though she has her hand in front of her mouth, I swear Fumo is hiding a snicker behind it. Makiko quickly downs her entire fruit drink. She then lets it out a loud exhale.
That was so good.
Well, to be fair, I think any liquid would have helped considering how red you got. Makiko looks like she's about to say something, but thinks better of it and merely blushes and looks towards Kotane.
Can I have another one, Kotane?
With a nice smile, she takes the empty glass and walks away to get another one. So, have plans for the rest of the summer vacation? Alright, it's just back to regular stuff now.
No, we're
Okay. Okay. Change the subject. Oh, wait, I said this one before. Go back. Let's say small. Having me answer the juvenile question, fine. No, I've always kind of liked small ones. She words taper off at the end. At this rate, 3 girls who speak English look at me with wide eyes.
Really?
Yes, really. Can we please move on? Kosne crosses her arms and scoffs.
maybe your taste isn't as good as I thought.
You don't have to say that to spare our feelings.
She says this, but for a moment I could swear she lowers her arms, crossed a bit away from her chest as if to make it more visible. You know I don't do that for her. And it looks over at Fumo and crosses her arms and nods. Despite not understanding the entirety of what was said, I definitely make out one of the 3 words. Fumo then proceeds to blush
Aina,
profusely.
yamete.
Oh my god, what are we in high school? Anyways, I'm going first. Makiko looks over at the map and points to something. Makiko. I'll glance over to the 4 girls. Okay, Makiko, let's go. Surprised Makiko looks over to me.
What? Me?
Well, I was thinking of the other women here named Makiko, but I guess you'll do.
Shut up!
Swimsuits, yes, swimsuits. Ko moves towards me to ride that takes the seat front. Makiko, I think the heavier person is supposed to sit in front.
Nah, it's fine. Come on, sit down.
Shrug. Alright, if you say so. As I sit behind her, I notice that Aina ends up pairing with Fumo, and Kotane ends up sitting in the back by herself. I grab the handles, and with hardly a warning, I get a shot forward. Aw, hell yeah. That's a good shot. I finally feel Makiko bump backwards from into me from the speed. I focus into holding the bars. While I'm trying to hold, I scream as Makiko is laughing happily.
Woohoo! Bring it on!
Suddenly, she turns back to me.
Hey, you think I should rock it?
What? Wait, what? No, I don't. She doesn't even seem to hear me as she attempts her best to rock us side to side. Makiko, what are you doing?
Making this more exciting!
It's plenty exciting as it is. But I'm unable to finish the statement as we hit the final drop. With Makiko's added rocket, we splashed out hard, completely drenching us.
Woohoo! Oh, that was great!
I spit out an entire mouthful of water. How old is this woman again? I bet to chastise her, but as I look up at her, I see her beaming, smiling face and realize I don't have the heart to burst her bubble. My response is merely to give her a small smile. Yeah, I guess it was kind of fun.
Right? Right? See? See? I knew we were on the same wavelength.
She punches my arm playfully. Of course, it's a Makiko punch, so it's quite hard. I resist the urge to rub my arm. Okay. Loser apparently gets to be my partner. Okay. Makiko loses. Makiko's shocked face caused me to nearly snort when as she throws down a rock and the other three girls throw down paper. For a moment, though, Makiko lets out a laugh.
Oh man, totally lost that one. Ah, well.
She doesn't seem that upset about it. It's okay, Makiko. I'm not upset about it either. Makiko makes her way over to me and puts her hands on my
Looks like
hips.
it's you and me.
Yep, looks like it.
This is the best team. We're so gonna win.
And yet you guys played for the loser to pair up with me. I asked, raising an
Huh?
eyebrow.
What? Oh, no. It wasn't like that.
Makiko, it's a joke. She stops. I swear, you're going to give yourself an aneurysm or something. Kyo looks at me with her best attempt at a brow
Well,
frown.
maybe if you didn't tease me so much, there wouldn't be a problem.
Well, maybe if you didn't keep falling for it, it wouldn't be so tempting.
Hey, you two old ladies ready to play?
Hey, who are you calling old? Kotane lets out a small laugh.
Yeah, because that's the word you should have been offended by in that sentence.
Kyo looks back at me with a smirk.
Come on. Let's show these guys what a couple of old ladies can do.
Let's do it. So by let's, I guess it really meant Makiko because 3 points in our favor. I haven't touched the ball once. Every time I'm about to go for the ball, Makiko swoops in and hits it, knocking it over, spiking it back. As I'm thinking this, Kotane hits the ball back directly over towards me. All right, this one's mine. I position myself to be right below the ball. As the ball heads towards me, I ready myself, my arms stretched out, see closer, and
I got it!
suddenly I'm body checked to the side, knocking me off balance as I collapse into the water. Picking myself back up, I spit out a mouthful of water. I glance over to see Makiko, a huge smile on her face.
All right! Another point for us!
Holds up her hands in high five. I run my hand over my face, removing the excess water, ignoring her outstretched hand. Us? Kyo looks at me confused.
Yeah? You know, our team?
Oh, we're a team? I didn't know that.
Of course we're a team.
She looks at me completely frozen. I guess being a team is different in Japan. I just assumed teammates, didn't body check each other. She can see the gears turning in her head as she finally seems to sink in.
That was...
I mean, I'd like to hit the ball too. That'd be nice. Makiko paused for a moment if replaying the game up to that point in her head.
Oh, jeez,
Able to find the words, Makiko sighs and looks down before looking back up at me, somber smile on her face.
Right, I'm sorry. I get a little too competitive. I know. Tell you what. I'll sit the rest of this one out. We'll get one of the other three to come over here. Then it'll be 2-on-2.
Walks by, I grab her arm. Hang on a second. Now you're abandoning your teammate? She looks back at me as if unsure of what I was getting at. I didn't say I didn't want you as a teammate. I just want to play as your teammate. In my free hand, I offer her the ball. Would you like to be my teammate? Makiko's sad smile slowly evolves into a genuine happy one as she closes her eyes and nods.
Yeah.
Hey, Nora boy, what's up? It's been a pretty good day so far. Yeah, water polo, I think, is what they're doing. Makiko stops her walk forward and instead takes the ball as I release her arm. Making her way back over to the spot, she raises the ball to serve it. Smacking it over the net, Aina manages to catch it and set while Kotone knocks it back over. It comes directly towards Makiko, who stands perfectly still. As the ball comes down, hits her hand, causing it to spiral upwards. Suddenly, Makiko looks over to me.
Go! Go for it!
Despite our recent conversation, I'm actually still a little shocked to hear this. I managed to reach the area next to her, and as the ball comes down, I smack it over the net, causing it to land between Ida and Fumo. Makiko, he's up in the air in excitement.
Yes!
You're just enjoying the view. It's that or we're just enjoying... Exactly, Indra, exactly. She raises her hand for a high five. This time I return it. Once it finishes, I smile down at her. Good work, teammate. Makiko's smile widens as she looks back at me.
You too.
All right. So that's another one with her. Let's see. Let Aina have... I'm gonna let Aina have her fun. Let's see.
I suppose that
It's 4.
3.
3. Okay. I turn the phone over to a reel of 3.
All right. I win. I should gamble more often.
0-0. Go, go, go. Get the score and win the show. Go 0. Oh, thanks, Florg. And I think I am winning because Makiko looks fucking great in her yukata or kimono, whichever one of this is. No, you shouldn't, Makiko. I know how bad your poker face is. Makiko's face turns red with embarrassment.
I didn't mean like with cards. I meant like roulette or something.
Mm-hmm. Seeing the results of Aina huffs in annoyance, but her heads off with the other 3 a few steps ahead of us.
So, the deal was that I get to escort you, right?
What? No, it was the opposite.
Oh! So you'd get to be the knight? Protecting the princess from the dangers of the world.
I mean, sure, if you want to think of it like that.
This'll be fun. I thought maybe I'd have to be your knight.
She says as she raises up her arm as if to make a muscle. Yeah, if an evil rabbit comes after us, perhaps you can hug it into submission. Makiko immediately blushes a deep crimson and goes to put a hand on my mouth.
Don't go announcing that!
Makiko, I'm speaking in English. Even if our students were here, I don't think any of them would speak good enough English to understand. And if they did, I'd be kind of proud.
Well, yeah, but you're not going to be the one to get teased.
You're so cute when you're being teased, though. You know, Makiko, last time I checked, you were a girl. Blushes even more furiously.
We agreed not to talk about that!
Huh? Pause for a moment. Oh, I was referring to that. Sorry. She takes a deep breath.
You need to think about what you're saying sometimes.
Right, sorry. I like your yukata, by the way.
Ah, trying to take away the awkwardness with a compliment, are we?
Maybe.
Well, lucky for you it worked.
She lightly punches me in the shoulder. I smirk. However, after a few moments, Makiko hasn't moved and keeps looking at me. What?
Oh, you're always leaving me hanging there.
Wait, what?
Well, you know, I always hit you on the shoulder, but you never hit me back.
You want me to hit you in the shoulder?
Yeah.
She responds as if I asked the most obvious question in the world. Slowly, I put my fist to the ball and bring it over to Makiko's shoulder. Despite her asking for it, I do my best to bring it down gently. Unfortunately, though, at the last moment, my arm jerks and I end up putting a bit more oomph into it than I mean. My fist connects with her shoulder with an audible boof. I feel her shoulders give way slightly. My surprise, though, Makiko smiles at me.
Oh, wow! That was a good one! I was afraid you were gonna go easy on me or something.
I give Makiko a confused smile. You're strange, Makiko. One minute you're talking about princesses, and next you want me to punch you in the shoulder. She looks back at me confused, with a confused look now on her face.
Is that a bad thing?
I shrug. No, you're just unique. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. A goofy smile forms on Makiko's face before she tries to quickly suppress
Yeah, well, you're kind of cool too.
it. No, you're cool. This is like two friends being like, shut up, you're cool. She punches me in the shoulder again, this time a bit harder. Sounds of the crowd begin to shuffle as we end up getting closer together. I can see the edges of the festival just ahead.
Hey.
I hear Makiko say that to me quietly. I turn around.
I was just wondering if,
Oi, honey.
I feel Aina latch onto my arm.
Hi.
I look over, and sure enough, a few feet away from Fumo and Kotane are standing near the entranceway waiting for us. I glanced back at Makiko. Sorry, what were you going to say? Makiko lets out a nervous laugh.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
Oh. Oh. I'm sure it's nothing, Makiko. She then walks on
Come
ahead.
on, let's check out the festival.
I raise an eyebrow. Right. Ah, excuse me. As I finally reach the entryway to the festival, I realize just how popular this event is. Okay, let's skip ahead. Before us break off from each other slightly, we begin to look at different options. I begin to turn my gaze to all the options with the voice interrupts my thoughts.
Hey!
I'm back around to see Makiko standing right behind me. Oh. Hey, Makiko, what's up?
You just looked a little lost.
I'm fine. I was just trying to figure out what to do exactly.
Well, there certainly are a lot of options here.
She scours the stalls, her hand on her chin.
Let's see here. Oh!
Her gaze falls upon a stall not too far
Have you
away.
ever tried goldfish scooping?
Goldfish scooping?
I'll take that as a no. Come on! It's a lot of fun.
I give a non-committal shrug. Sure, why not? Makiko leads me towards a booth that thankfully is too far away from Aina and Fumo. A middle-aged woman running the stall smiles at me as we approach.
とても素敵な夫婦ですね。
For some reason, Makiko blushes at the comment.
いえいえ、友達です。夫婦じゃないよ。
ああ、二人とも可愛いね。
I, of course, am completely lost as they go back and forth in Japanese. Hey, Makiko, what are you talking about? Makiko flushes and turns back to me.
Oh, nothing. She's just saying how, good you look in your yukata.
Oh, really? Get my phone and type a sentence in it for a translation. Anata ma yukata wa totome kari desu. Tells the woman to put her hands in her face.
本当にああ、とても優しい。
She then turns to
じゃあ、
Makiko.
多分私は彼に尋ねます。
It may be imagination, but I swear for a second a look of irritation passed her face. Oh, was my Japanese that bad? Did I offend her or something? Turns back to me. Shakes her head a bit before letting out a small laugh, removing the expression from her face.
No, it was fine. She was just telling me you're very nice.
Oh, good. Is my pronunciation getting better?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Small silence passes between
Right.
us.
Well, let me show you how to play.
Makiko pays the woman and takes 2 sticks, handing me one. I bring the stick closer to my face as I begin to investigate it. The stick appears to have a small circle at the top with some sort of paper covering it. It doesn't look nearly strong enough to catch a fish. Makiko, this isn't a net.
Right. It's paper.
Makiko, why are we dipping a paper net next to water? Isn't it going to, break because it's paper in water?
That's the whole point.
The point is to break the net?
Of course not. Using a net would be way too easy. The point is to try to catch the fish without getting it too wet.
Is that even possible?
Sure it is. Here, I'll show you.
Makiko proceeds to roll up her sleeves.
All right,
That
let's do
rhymed.
this.
Before I even have time to blink, Makiko dunks her net into the water. She does it with such effort that I end up getting slightly splashed. A moment later, she pulls the net out to reveal a giant hole in it.
Oh, it got away.
Didn't you just say you had to be more gentle with it?
Huh? I was.
That was gentle?
Raid
Okay,
me, Daddy.
So, oh my god, Nightman, thank you for the raid. Raiders, welcome. Hello. We're just doing some more of Gaikokujin no Sensei. We just finished we finished we finished not Makiko. We're doing Makiko's route. We finished Kirako's route. So anyways, let me just go ahead and give you a shout out, Nightman. How was your stream, my dude?
Oh, okay. At least I got out of it.
Whoa, that is one crazy glitch.
Yeah, that.
Wait, what? That's crazy. Got far and east? Nice. I roll up my own sleeves and, unlike Makiko, try to be a little gentle. However, my movements end up being much slower. And just like hers, the paper becomes ripped before you comes close to catching a fish. Huh, well, that didn't work.
Well, of course it didn't. You were way too slow.
Yeah, that was a great clip. Well, your first maneuver didn't exactly work either.
That was just a practice try. I'll definitely get it this time.
He hands the woman some more money, and she's handed another hoop. I do the same. This time, however, we both tapped at once with our different speeds. Once again, we come up empty. I think we're doing this wrong. Makiko, however... Oh my god. Nightman, thank you for the tier 2 sub. 29-month streak. Holy crap. Wow. Dang. 29 months. Yeah! The Kermit yays. Ko, however, doesn't seem to even notice me, as her eyes are now fully fixated on the fish. Ugh. She pays the woman again and takes another stick. I do the same. We try again and fail. Again. 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 After about 15 sticks, I am panting, all of them having failed without a single fish being scooped. Makiko, on the other hand, while not looking as physically exhausted as me, looks me to be more than a little frustrated. Makiko, I don't think it's working. She doesn't seem to notice this, as she buys another one and fails again. Hey, Makiko? No answer. As she goes to move her hand up, I reach my own hand out and grab hers. Hey, Makiko. My touch seems to bring her out of whatever zone she was in, and she turns to me shocked.
Huh?
Her sight slowly falls to my hand as her face begins to turn a deep red. Realizing this, I move my hand quickly away. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I shouldn't have. Makiko shakes her head, embarrassed.
No, it's alright.
She takes her hand back and holds it in her free hand gently.
Sorry about that. I can get a little too focused at times.
That's okay, it's cute. I let out a soft chuckle. I noticed. I cross my arms as I look over at the fish. I don't think this is working. Makiko crosses her own arms and Ruiz crosses her face.
I think you're right.
Any ideas? Makiko unfurls her arms and looks at the hoop. A short silence follows.
Well, I definitely think you're going a bit too slow and gentle.
And I think you're going a bit too hard and fast. Upon saying this, the two of us turn back at each other. Makiko gives me a smile.
Alright. I'll try it your way.
And nod back to her. Then I suppose I'll try it your way. I pay the lady one more time and take another hoop from her. Makiko and I turn to each other almost as if we had practiced this and give each other a simultaneous nod, our brows furrowed.
Right.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. The two of us dip our sticks in unison, our speeds nearly matching. Within a few moments, a pair of fish move towards the center of our nets. With a quick maneuver, we flip them up and drop them into the... As soon as we hear the plonk of our fish, the two of us look at each other and notice a large grin on Makiko's face. It takes a moment before I can realize that I'm wearing a stupidly large one of my own. Without a moment's hesitation, the two of us rear our arms back and give each other a large high five.
Yes!
Yes! That was great.
You too, that was so cool!
Just taking a message here. Here we go. I can't believe we got it at the same time. That's incredible.
I know, right?
We make a great team. Suddenly, Makiko's previous exhibition of energy dies down tremendously as she looks down in embarrassment.
Oh, do you really think so?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Don't you? Makiko turns her head to me and smiles.
Yeah, absolutely!
She catches me off guard with just how much zeal she responds to me with. Unable to think of what to say, I glance over at the fish we had just caught. So what do we do with the fish? As if for realizing this for the first time, a shocked look crosses Makiko's face.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that.
We're not supposed to keep them, are we?
Well, yeah, you're supposed to take them home as pets.
Well, I certainly can't take one home.
Oh. I really can't either.
We both look at each other and then back at the fish with confusion. Thankfully, the stall owner was okay with us leaving the fish. I'm sure she was happy enough to take how much money we sunk into the game with no prize. At that moment, I feel a sudden surge of tiredness swell up inside me as I end up letting out a yawn. Oh, sorry. He looks over to me concerned.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little tired.
Huh? But it isn't that late.
Yeah, but I haven't been sleeping well. I put my hands on my back and bend backwards in emphasis. I still can't figure out this futon sleeping thing.
Oh, right! You must have slept in beds your whole life, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the norm, right? Makiko puts her fingers to her chin as if to think.
Well, I mean, in America at least, yeah.
I think most places in the world have actual beds, Makiko. I rub my back again.
Does it hurt?
No, it's fine. It's just a little stiff. I rotate my shoulders a bit. Makiko looks off to the side as if looking for something before turning back to me. She looks away again. Yeah? My attention back to her.
No, it's nothing.
It's alright, Makiko. You can tell me. Makiko looks towards the other girls. She seems to be still involved in something a few stalls away before looking back at me.
You like, I can rub your shoulders for you.
That definitely wakes me up. I'm sorry, what?
Oh! I mean, don't misunderstand me. In college we learned some sport medicine, and I thought maybe you could use a rub.
Makiko. I could use a rub if you know what I mean. Suddenly her face turns red.
Shoulder rub!
Oh, game. Contrast, I feel my own face start to get a little hot. It's fine, Makiko. You really don't have to. I wave my hands frantically in front of me.
Oh, right. Sorry, I just thought... Yeah, it must be a little weird. I mean, I'd probably be terrible at it.
He has an awkward laugh as she then rests one arm on the other hand and looks away, obviously embarrassed. This is awkward. If I leave it at this, she's probably going to either be preoccupied thinking about this mopey like she was at the retreat. Well, time for my back to take one for the team. No, that's not it at all. I didn't want you to go out of your way for me. Makiko turns back to me. I mean, if you really wanted to, I'd be really grateful. I just felt bad. This causes Makiko to perk back up way more than I thought she would.
Oh, I get it. Well, don't worry about me. After all, I'm the one who offered. Okay, sit down.
She motions to me to a stone bench a few feet away, which I thankfully is unoccupied. Oh geez, what have I got myself into? I take a seat as Makiko straddles the bench behind me. Makiko once again rolls up her sleeves.
All right, here we go. Let me know if it hurts, okay?
I nod as I feel Makiko's hands being placed on my shoulders. Despite being through Yakuta, the sudden sensation causes me to shudder slightly. A moment later, I feel Makiko's hands putting pressure on my shoulders. Her smaller yet strong hands nearly immediately hit a pressure point, causing me to twitch slightly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I say with my best attempt to add a small laugh.
All right, then.
She presses down even harder. Oh yeah, I felt that. First it feels a little uncomfortable, but after moving her fingers around for a bit, my muscles start to loosen up.
Is this okay?
Wow, actually, yeah, that feels really good. Makiko lets out a giggle.
Glad you like it.
Can you go even harder?
Oh, you want it harder? Okay then, you asked for it.
Oh yeah, baby, give it to me hard. Later, I feel a much more intense feeling. She digs her fingers into my back. Yeah, okay, yeah, I definitely felt that. It's intense, but it feels good. Wow, that's pretty intense.
I told you. Is it alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I can take it.
Good to hear. In that case,
Makiko, 何してますか?
Loud voice interrupts our conversation. The voice which I can hear right behind us obviously had nearly shouted into Makiko's ear. At the very moment, I feel Makiko's fingertips fingers slip and move a few inches to the side and squeeze even harder. I hear a loud crick as she does so. I feel a sharp pain in my neck. I manage to let out a small ow as I fall backwards into Makiko. Realizing what just happened, Makiko turns her attention back to me.
Ah! Oh my god! Are you okay?
The moment, though, my mind is too filled with pain to really respond. This is the only exasperated as Makiko attempts to slowly raise me off of her.
What you do, honey?
I was just trying to help us back.
I think you may have killed him instead.
Ding.
Jeez, we leave you alone with Mr. American for 5 minutes, and you kill him.
What? No! Wake up!
Makiko begins to shake me frantically. After what seems like a single moment before I'm about to vomit, she stops. Ah, ow.
You're okay.
Yeah, of course I am. You shouldn't listen to these two. I gesture over towards Fumo and Kotane. By the way, thanks for your concern. They lets out a scoff.
We knew you were fine.
I didn't.
Calm down, Makiko. It's fine. Just sprain my neck a little bit. I try moving my neck. Ow.
I'm so sorry.
Makiko, it's fine, really. Don't worry about it. I slowly begin to stand up and move my hand to my affected neck in an attempt to caress and rotate it. With her usual lack of emotion, Fumo turns to Makiko.
Well, Makiko, it looks like you've permanently injured him for the rest of his life. You're going to have to take responsibility.
Oh my god, they're teasing the fuck out of her. Guys, I'm fine.
Responsibility?
Right. You're going to have to take care of him. Your best bet is to probably marry him.
Mary?
That's it. I'm leaving. I pick myself up and begin to walk away. Aina, seeing me starting to leave, follows me. I glance back. Yep, they still haven't noticed I left. Soon enough, we all meet back up
Come
together.
on, guys. If we don't hurry up, we're gonna miss the fireworks.
All right. Should I play this cool? Oh, this is too good. Spend the day by myself. Makiko. Considering she's a teacher like me, Makiko would probably be free. Pick up my phone and dial her number. The phone rings about 4 times with nobody answering. Huh, I guess she's busy. I have to hang up the phone when I hear a click on the other side.
Hi? Moshi moshi?
An excitable voice practically screams on the other line. I let her snicker as I put the phone back to my ear. Oh, hi, Makiko. Sorry, I didn't mean to bother you if you're busy. It's me. Seriously, bro.
Oh, hey! No, it's alright. I was just in the shower.
Image crosses my mind for a moment before a shaking my head removes it. Ah, jeez, I have terrible timing. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's fine. So, what's up?
Oh, right. Yeah, I was just wondering if you were doing anything today. You know, it being New Year's and all.
No, not particularly. I usually take this day to get some running in.
Gotcha. Because I was just wondering if you weren't too busy, if you'd want to do something. There's a short silence on the other end. For a moment, I think we lost connection. Hello?
Yeah, absolutely! That sounds great!
I have to move the phone away. It nearly blasts my ear
Do you
off.
have any ideas specifically where you'd like to go?
Not particularly. I figured you'd know some places.
Well, I do know some places where people normally go on New Year's. Oh, but I have a way better idea!
You do?
Yeah! Okay, how about this? We each come up with an idea of what we think the other will want to do.
You want me to come up with something that I think you'll want to do?
Mm-hmm. Cool, right?
Pause for a moment. Anywhere?
Huh? Yeah?
I can feel myself smirking. All right. I'm in. No takebacks now. It was your idea. I'll meet you at the train station in an hour.
Sounds good.
That, hang up the phone. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. We're going to get another another great moment. I can just feel it. I find myself laughing devilishly like I'm from an old cartoon. A few weeks ago, I had stumbled across a place while randomly searching things to do in Japan. It's not a place I would ever normally go, but considering I'll be alone with Makiko, it's an opportunity I know I'd never have again. With that, I grab my phone, wallet, and winter gear and head out the door, locking it behind me. The trip to the train station is thankfully uneventful as I use my phone's navigation app to find my way. Upon reaching the station, I put my phone back in my pocket and begin to look around. I don't have to wait long as I see a flailing arm waving at me.
Hey! Hey!
Several people give the woman a strange look, but as usual, she doesn't seem to notice as she makes her way over to me. In fact, I seem to be more embarrassed than she is. Makiko stops a few feet from me.
Hey! You made it!
Ooh, her winter outfit is so cute. Well, of course I did. I'm not going to stand you up. Nervously laughs as she gives me a punch in the shoulder.
When you say stand up, you make it sound like it's a date or something, you jerk.
She adds another nervous laugh. Oh, right, sorry.
But really, thanks for coming.
Absolutely.
Oh, speaking of being here, I never asked you. What happened with Aina and Fumo?
I shrug. They needed to visit a shrine with their folks in the hometown. I didn't really feel like going.
Ah, that makes sense. So, since you led us to the train station, I assume you're going first.
Now it's going to be about a 2-hour train ride to get so get comfy.
2 hours? Oh. Okay.
I'm thinking about listening Ding Sims and playing Mega Man X Dive is would you date Alia, Layer, or Palette? I need to play the PC version of X Dive. I haven't played the game since beta. Let me just see. Which one was that? Oh, I'm like, you even have to ask that question. I'm 100% Layer. 100%. So I'm just checking a couple of messages. Okay. Yeah, her crush is Zero. That's funny. It's why we needed an early start. With Makiko in tow, I make my way over to the ticket vendor. She tries to peer over my shoulder to see where we're going. I block her point of view with my larger frame. No peeking now. Makiko sighs, giving up and stepping back. While buying the ticket, I lead her to the train. We board the train. I sit down and pick up my phone to begin to scroll through the news. I try not to notice the obvious sign of restlessness from her, but in all honesty, it's extremely hard to ignore. 5 minutes, Makiko speaks up.
Okay, this is going to drive me crazy. Where are we going?
I don't look up from my phone. Not telling. She turns her head back and attempts to relax. For a few minutes, I give her a look and let her snicker. Makiko, relax. You're acting like I'm taking you to the dentist's office.
Huh? Oh, right. Sorry.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, she is not fine. Okay, this is why your leg's bobbing up and down. First time she seems to notice that the leg and embarrassment forces to stop. Alright, obviously sitting here in silence isn't gonna work. How's your week off been? Do anything fun?
What? Oh, no, nothing really exciting. Been looking over curriculum, stuff like that. You?
I shrug. Nothing really exciting for me either. Kotane's place has been pretty busy, so she asked for some help.
I can't believe you have time for a second job.
Don't remind me. And between you and me, according to my contract, I shouldn't even be doing that.
Don't worry, I can definitely keep a secret.
The next 2 hours go by a lot faster. Stung and robot eyes? 2 hours go by a lot faster than the two of us converse about random topics. Before we even know it, our stop's coming up. And here it is.
Oh, we are?
We look up trying to see the stop. Yep, just follow me. I say as I pull my phone, double checking the directions. She dutifully follows me.
All right. So, what are we doing? We going to see a baseball game? Swimming in an indoor pool? Because I didn't bring a swimming outfit. Or maybe...
She continues to spout out possible ideas for a while until I come to a full stop. As I do, she bumps into me, not paying attention. Okay, we're here. Kyo looks up and over to me.
Oh, nice! So, where did you...
Her voice slows before finally stopping. She looks at the scene in front of her. Smile creeps across my face as I see her reaction, which is completely dumbfoundedness. I turn my head back towards the entrance. The bright pink sign looks back to the two of us reading the words, Zunryo's Purinland. I turn my head back to Makiko and smirk. You said anywhere, and remember, no takebacks. Makiko's face immediately flushes red.
But I said somewhere you thought I'd like to go.
Well, I know how much you like cute stuff, and this was the cutest place I could find.
I thought you'd take me to some kind of sporting event or something.
So you're telling me you don't want to go here? I gesture to the front of the door where the chibi-looking mascot is standing. She looks at the chibi mascot and then back to me and back to the mascot. I give a non-committal shrug. Okay, fine. You don't want to go here. That was my mistake. My hands in my pockets as I turn and begin to walk away.
Hang on a second.
I stop and look back at her.
I didn't say I didn't want to go.
Well, do you?
Well, I mean, you already took the time to take us here, and it would be a waste.
Oh, Makiko, you're so bad at hiding it. Let her just sigh. It's not what I asked you, Makiko. I make my turn as if I walk away again. However, this time I feel his hand slipped into mine. Becca completely flushed Makiko.
Okay! Yes! I want to go! I really want to go! Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing.
Oh, well, I'm glad. But I'm cut off as Makiko gets behind me and begins to push.
Oh, no. You don't get to play the cool guy card. In fact...
Pushes me towards the mascot out front. Stepping out from behind me, moves over to the mascot and in Japanese asks a question. Nods and she gives me a big bear hug. She then points to me and says something else in Japanese. The mascot looks over to me and then begins to waddle over. Oh geez, I didn't realize how cute it looked up until my sensors are going off. That's so cute. Can't take it. The mascot eventually reaches me and makes a hug me motion with its tiny penguin arms. Crap, I can't fight it. Surrender, I grab the mascot and a big hug rack my arms around it. As I do, I hear a few clicks behind me. Seeing the hug, I turn around to see Makiko holding her cell phone. I swear to God, you better not show that to anyone.
Huh? Oh no, this one's just for me.
Can I see it?
No way, you're going to delete it.
I perform a mock gasp. Would I ever do such a thing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I would. Excuse me. Putting her phone away, Makiko reached out and grabs me by the hand.
Come on already.
Even though both of our gloves, I could feel the warmth of her hand as she lets out a giggle. She pulls me to the ticket booth and I make sure to pay for her, blocking her advances to pay with my free arm. I hand her a ticket and walk in. The crowd is definitely more small children than anything, but there are some adults sprinkled in, most of the big couples. However, we definitely seem to be sort of older duos without children in tow. So, what do you want to? Before I can even finish the question, she pulls my hand and yanks me towards a merry-go-round filled with cute-looking characters.
I haven't been on a merry-go-round in years.
Alright, that's fair. Alright, on. This horse thing. I point to a white-brown creature that kind of resembles a horse. Kill lets out a giggle.
That's not a horse. That's Pico. He's a sheep.
I tilt my head. Oh, I guess it kind of looks like a sheep. I point towards the blue cat she's about to get on. And who's that?
This is Rana. She's a tiger.
Ah, yes, the blue tiger. She giggles. I'm on the sheep, and a few moments later, the ride begins. As we begin to spin in a circle, Makiko begins to let out genuine laughter. It proves to be infectious as I find myself laughing as well. The ride soon ends as we step off. Several small children run around us as we continue to walk. Makiko, however, doesn't even seem to notice that as she maneuvers through them with ease. I, on the other hand, merely crash into at least 3. She looks back
Come
at me.
on, slowpoke.
I'm coming, eventually. That's what she said. I add as I barely miss another child. By this point, she's like a ninja has made it over to a snack stand. All sorts of treats are there, ranging from pops to marshmallows to sandwiches. At least I assume it's marshmallows. But I see they're serving coffee. Oh, thank God they have coffee. Okay, let's have a sigh.
There you are with your coffee again.
Okay, guys, just give me 1 second here.
Welcome to the Cum Zone.
Oh my God, who played that? Look, Steve. God damn it. Well, I wasn't looking. God damn. That fits, though. Is it really so bad I like coffee?
Well, no. I mean, yeah, there are worse things. I just...
My hands up in surrender. Fine, fine. This is your part of the day. I'll take that instead. So put it to what looks like hot cider. Pay the man and take a drink.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to...
Too late. Now I have the cidery stuff. I give it a sniff. Please tell me about cider. Micah's face then turns a smile when she giggles.
Close. It's basically hot apple juice.
Hot apple juice? Eh? Open the bottle and take a swig. As I taste it, I'm slightly taken aback. This must be some evidence in my face. Makiko notices.
Okay?
Hot cocoa may be a muffin. Actually, yeah, it's pretty good. I take another sip.
Well, it's a step in the right direction.
Makiko hands the man some money and takes what looks to be white-looking drink. She then opens it up and proceeds to chug some of it. So, is that good chalk water? Without warning, Makiko spits out a huge amount of drink and coughs a few times, followed by an uproarious laughter. Whoa, you okay?
It's not chalk water, you jerk.
She manages to say through her laughter. Oh, what is it then?
It's a sports drink.
Is it good?
Well, I think it is.
Can I try? I hold out my hand towards her drink.
What? No, it's fine. I'll buy you one.
I raise my eyebrow at her. I don't want the whole thing. I just want to try a sip. I reach out and take her bottle. I don't have cooties, I swear. Makiko can say anything. I take a swig of the drink. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not bad. I hand it back the bottle. Thanks. However, Makiko doesn't seem to be reacting as she stares at me, a blush appearing on her face as she looks down at the bottle.
Is that...
Who begins to whisper. Sorry, you say something?
What? Oh, no. Just mumbling to myself.
Indirect kiss. She adds what sounds like a nervous laugh at the end.
It's only fair that if you got to taste mine, then I can have some of yours.
Says as she points to my drink. That sounds fair. Here you go.
Right. Thanks.
She takes the bottle and slowly moves her lips. However, she then stops. Something wrong?
What? No, not at all.
Then, preparing herself mentally, grips the bottle and tighter and then slams back a swig. Then her a snort-like laugh. It's not tequila, Makiko. It's warm apple juice.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Aw, she hands me back the bottle. Then the next 2 hours experiencing different attractions and visiting different stores. Despite it being a holiday, it's not that packed, so we managed to get everything we wanted to do in a pretty short amount of time. Both agree that we've seen everything and wanted to head towards the exit. I'm back at the train station. I turn to Makiko. Well, I guess that means it's your turn. Where are we going? Smiles toothily at me.
Oh, no. You wouldn't tell me? That means I'm not gonna tell you.
I give a smirk in return. Okay, that's fair. Lead on. Having left the park, Makiko seems to have regained her confidence back, especially now that she's going to be the one in charge. Dutifully, I follow behind her as we continue to walk. A few minutes, Makiko turns back to me.
The good news is, the place I wanted to take you was in Tokyo too, so it's not gonna take a long time.
Oh, well, that worked out well. Makiko doesn't say much as she leads me through the busy street of Tokyo subway. We only take a few stops before we get off. After taking a few more steps, Makiko smiles and turns back to me.
Okay, here we are.
Glancing over behind her, I see what appears to be a large outdoor ice skating rink. I look back at her with a smarmy look on her face as I cross my arms. So, ice skating, huh? Makiko smiles back at me. I'm intrigued. What led you to believe I liked ice skating?
You mentioned it at the festival.
That actually catches me off guard. You remember that? I mentioned it like once 5 months ago. Makiko places her hand on her hips and puffs at her chest with pride.
I have a pretty good memory.
I'd say. It's then that Makiko grabs my hand suddenly.
Well, come on! We can't stand here all day.
Makiko's impressive strength, she pulls me along towards the pop-up area to rent ice skates. At first I'm worried they won't even have my shoe size, but luckily they seem to have... predicted they would get a lot of foreigners, and they give me the large size they have, which is snugly fit. Tentatively, I step onto the ice. I managed not to immediately fall on my butt, so that's a plus. It's been at least a year since I went ice skating last, but thankfully for the most part it's like riding a bike, and soon I'm at least somewhat comfortably moving around the park. Makiko, on the other hand, isn't doing so well. I nearly laugh out loud as I watch Makiko holding onto the side of the makeshift rink, barely keeping herself standing. Hey, Makiko, you doing alright over there?
What? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
She gives me an awkward smile and slips again, catching herself on the wall. With my arms, I give her a knowing smirk. You've never ice skated before, have you?
What? No. Of course I have.
It's not very convincing. She nearly slips again, but catches herself.
I skated.
Akio, you have one of the worst poker faces I've ever seen in my life. I know this is your first time ice skating. It's so obvious it's painful.
No,
Akio lets out a sigh.
Okay, fine. Yes, it's my first time.
Well, there's no shame in it. Why were you trying to lie? Terribly, I might add.
That's...
He mumbles something which I can't understand. Let her aside and extend my hand. Here, let me help.
What? No, it's fine. I can figure this out. Just...
Realizing this is going nowhere, I reach out and grab Makiko's hand. That's attempting to shoo me away. Here, give me your other hand. Without much resistance, she slides her other hand into mine. Alright, now let's get you your balance. Try standing up straight. I give Makiko a reassuring smile. Don't worry, I won't let you go. Makiko, who is now very brightly red, nods quietly as she attempts to stand up. After a few tries and me having to hoist her up, she seems to have gotten the hang of it. Okay, you think you've got it?
I think so.
I slowly start to move my hands from her, only for her to latch on tightly.
Wait! No! Don't let go!
Her strong reaction catches me by surprise.
Sorry.
No, it's fine, but it's going to be a bit awkward to try and skate with me holding both of your hands like this. So begin to try to move one of my hands away. I'll hold on to one of your hands, okay? If you start to fall, I'll catch you.
Okay.
Makiko responds at a very un-Makiko level of uncertainty. Despite myself, I begin to laugh.
What? What's so funny?
Sorry, you just sounded really flustered.
Well, I don't want to fall.
And yet, you're the one who wanted to go ice skating.
I figured it would be a lot like roller skating.
It's alright. I'm just teasing you.
Oh! Right.
I actually think it's kind of cute.
Cute?
Oh,
right. You're teasing me.
Well, to be honest, it wasn't... well, I wasn't, but me saying that seemed to make Makiko a bit uncomfortable, so I shouldn't press the issue. I'm going to start moving, okay, Makiko?
Huh? Oh, sure.
Aw, she's so cute. Oh my god, she's so cute. So I begin to skate gently, pulling Makiko along.
Whoa!
It's alright, I've got you. Make sure to keep my tone reassuring and calm as I slowly pull her.
You're not gonna let go, are you?
Of course not.
Okay. Because you better not do that thing when you say you're not going to let me go and then do.
I promise I won't let you go, Makiko. Now come on. Makiko takes a deep breath.
Gambattayo.
Mumbles under her breath. Hey, gambatte, Makiko. Looks back at me in shock. Alright guys, just got another message. Okay. Alright. I return with a smirk. Don't be too surprised if an old dog can learn... Be too surprised. An old dog can learn a new trick or two still.
I wasn't thinking that.
You're still a terrible liar.
And you're not old.
Oh, well, thank you. I have to say, I'm a little impressed that you remembered that I liked ice skating.
Well, it seemed important to you.
I let out a soft chuckle. You just keep surprising me, Makiko.
Well, I hope in a good way.
Well, yeah, of course. As we're talking, Makiko seems to be noticing that she's skating less and less until finally she's lost in the conversation. By the way, you realize you've been skating, right? Suddenly, as if Makiko just realized she'd been skating this whole time.
Oh my god! I'm skating!
Why, I do believe you are.
Ah, this is so cool!
And you haven't fallen once, have you?
Well, not yet anyway.
So, would you like me to let go of your hand now? Listen, my hand is still firmly clasped in Makiko's blushes.
No!
Oh. Oh, is it? Yeah, that's good. I played Beta on my phone, and it was okay, but I kind of prefer to play it on computer, so I might start playing that. I think she's got it. Well, I think you've gotten the hang of it. Should be able... She looks up at me, her face flushed with frowed eyebrows.
Hey, you promised you wouldn't let go of my hand.
Okay, you're right. You're right. I'll keep holding on to you. Makiko looks as to avoid eye contact.
Good.
Aw, she wants to hold my hand. Lewd! A short moment of silence rolls before suddenly something cold falls on my nose. Thinking it's nothing, I ignore the sensation only for it to happen again. This time I turn my eyes up and look upward to look for the source. To my surprise, I notice pure white snowflakes beginning to descend from the sky. Oh, it's snowing. Hearing me speak, Makiko turns her attention from me and then to the sky as well. So immediately a large smile crosses her face.
Wow! It is snowing!
Makiko, still holding her hand in mine, glances out at the falling snow. The snow seems to pick up from a few snowflakes into a gentle flurry. It's seemingly a matter of moments. As she gazes at the snow, Makiko squeezes my hand harder unconsciously. She immediately turns to me and loosens her grip.
Oh! Sorry.
I shake my head and chuckle lightly. It's fine. She then turns back to the sky.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, sky is pretty beautiful. Sorry, what? As she says this, I find myself glancing over towards her out of the corner of my eye. Makiko is by far one of the strangest people I've ever met in my life. Her abundant energy is something I could only dream of. To be honest, I'm actually quite envious of her zest for life. She's a bit naive, to be sure, but at the same time, it's also very charming. The strange thing is, when Makiko said beautiful, my mind didn't go to the snow. It went to something else. I smile softly as I nod gently. Yeah, beautiful. I mumble. Hey, Makiko. I say slightly louder. Turns her head to me. Happy New Year. In my peripheral vision, I could see a large smile across her face.
Happy New Year.
Ooh, said seductively. It might have been just my imagination, but I could have sworn I felt a hand squeeze mine a little harder one more time. I really can't believe myself at the end of the first year. Okay, let's see. I should get back to her later. Bus over to the shrine. When I first met them, it was quiet. It's hard to believe that a year has gone by today. I believe that a few minutes will be gone with them again. Let's make our way through the forest. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. So I have to return them. Okay.
Well, what? So, no. Good.
Just like that, I'm alone. All right.
Gaikokujin no Sensei.
Oh. You know what that means. Been a few days since Fumo and Aina left, and I hate to admit it, but I'm actually gotten a bit lonely. Sure, life with them was insane, but at the very least it was never dull. It's almost hard to get out of bed, or futon, or whatever. I exhale audibly as I look around my empty apartment. Slowly I stand up and gather my things. I head towards the door. A new school year has started and another day of work is finished. After flopping down in my chair, I turn my head upwards. I half expect Aina or Fumo to say something breaking me out of my relaxed mood, but of course that doesn't happen. I'm not sure how long I stare at the ceiling before finally turning my head back down. It's back up, I see Makiko's usual smiling face. Or at least Makiko's continued presence is comfort. It doesn't completely fill the void, but it helps. Noticing that I saw her, she moves a little closer. However, she must catch something's off as her expression changes.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
I'm okay. Just thinking. His eyes shift to the side.
Fumo and Aina?
I give her a small smirk. It's that obvious, huh?
Well, you're pretty easy to read. If it's any consolation, I miss them too.
There's my lip up to somewhat larger smile. Thanks, it does. There's a short silence.
Besides, it's not like they're gone forever. They just moved, right? You can always talk to them again.
As soon as she says my smile immediately vanishes. Yeah. What else am I supposed to say? I can't tell her the truth of how they're spirits and they're gone forever. She'd think I'm a lunatic. My face falls again. An awkward silence falls between us, which of course is broken by Makiko.
Well, hey! We have another year together. Isn't that great?
I must laugh at Makiko's jovialness. I can tell she's trying hard to cheer me up. Then again, she's always been like that. Truthfully, she has been my first and only true friend in this whole school. Most of the staff have either been too busy with their own work, or my own lack of Japanese frightening them away, but not Makiko. She's done nothing but welcome me with open arms from the day I first came here. Even now, she's doing her best to cheer me up, despite her own life and work. Even now, I'm just a charity case and a burden. Then why does the thought of losing Makiko hurt so much? I open my mouth to respond. Is it? I say quietly, I'm not sure what Makiko could even pick up. Even without looking up, I speak again. Do I belong here, Makiko? Makiko looks away, her expression changing slightly.
What are you talking about? Of course you do.
Continue to look away.
Do you not like it here?
I shake my head. It's fine, I just look down at my hands as I close them and open them slowly. Would anybody really care if I left? Makiko mumbles something I can't make out. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's put this at full. I still can't make out what she said, but I have an idea. I turn to her. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Save? You got it, Faye. And what a crucial moment, because this is probably the end of the Makiko route. There's a short silence. You have your uses? Oh, I'm sure you do. Wink.
I said, could I ask you a favor?
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting that. Oh, yeah, sure, Makiko, go ahead. I have a response to that, and it is this. To you, I mean, Faye, not to Makiko. Seems to lighten her spirits a bit.
I was wondering... I'd like to take you somewhere after work. Would that be all right?
Is that a nut button emote? That's awesome. I almost feel like making a let me check my schedule joke and pull a blank schedule, but I think better of it. Yeah, sure. I'm not doing anything. She turns slightly pink, but it also seems to bring more life back into her face.
Right! Okay, let me just get my stuff, and I'll be right back.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead. I'll wait. Oh, that's Mimi's? Oh, okay. So many purple-haired lewd tubers out there. It's hard to keep us all on track. With that, Makiko turns her heels and heads out of the room. As I watch her leave, a small smile passes over my lips. If anything, thank God I still have Makiko to talk to. For some reason, the thought of that causes my heart rate to increase slightly. I don't have to wait long, as I can hear Makiko's running footsteps from the hallway. No. It's not like I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, that's Faye. You know what I mean? Or I'm like, oh, that's Mimi. You know what I mean? It'd be pretty dumb for me to say that. That's not what I mean. We gotta stick together. Turns the office to a mid-run heel turn. Open my eyes wide as I see this.
Sorry!
Says in a pant. I almost let her to laugh. You didn't have to run, Makiko. I was going to just sit here and wait. We are both purple cats. As if the thought never crossed her mind, her eyes opened wider.
Oh, right. Sorry about that.
I snicker. Still as scatterbrained as ever. Standing up, I hitch up my messenger bag. So, where are we going? Makiko just placed a toothy grin on her face.
Nope, not telling. You'll know when we get there.
I roll my eyes. Alright, fine, surprise it is. As we leave the school, I have to say, the walk towards the mysterious location is actually a pretty quiet one. Other than a congenial, how was your day? And other few statements, we don't really say much to each other, which is strange considering how much Makiko likes to chat. We board a train and ticket for 15 stops before Makiko signals me to get off. I certainly hope she plans on getting me home, because if she doesn't, I'm going to be completely lost. Once stepping out the train, I turn to her. So, plan on telling me yet? She shakes her head.
No need. We're almost there.
Mimi and I, a certain diabolic element. We are pretty diabolic, aren't we? Yeah, this is my. See, this is that part. Indraman. Yeah. Myself to hold back a sigh as we continue walking. Suddenly, a bright light hits me square in the eye. I turn to face it as I notice the sun setting. The tint of pink, orange, and yellow all meld together and become a very pretty sight. Oh, that's a pretty sunset. But barely gives it a glance.
I suppose.
Answers half-heartedly. Glance back at her confused. He's peanut of all. Hey. Somebody's got to have it. You all right? She looks away for a moment.
I've just never liked sunsets.
Oh, really? I mean, they're not my favorite thing in the world, but why?
It's silly.
Listen, Faye. Listen. You're gonna have to contain yourself for a little bit. I'll get to you later. I love silly, trust me.
Sunsets always make me think of an ending. It's like you know that the end is coming and you can't stop it.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
The end of a great day at the beach, the end of a day at the amusement park. Whenever the sun sets, you know that wonderful memory is almost over.
It's kind of sad. But you know what? Every ending is a new beginning. Trails off the end, but then lurks back to me with a forced smile.
Sorry, I told you it was silly.
I really can't think of anything to say in response. Makiko? Shakes her head. I skipped some stuff.
Got a bit serious there for a second. Come on, we're almost there.
Makiko picks up the pace slightly. I continue to walk at my current speed as I see her move past me. She begins to get so far ahead it's almost as if she's pulling away from me. For some reason, I start to feel a bit panic inside of myself and move faster to catch her. Luckily, she seems to come to a stop just as I catch up to her.
Well, here we are.
Glance up at the structure in front of us. It's a gym. She smiles forlornly.
It's more than a gym. It's my old training ground.
I raise an eyebrow. Training ground?
Come inside. I'll show you.
She pulls away again. She moves towards the front of the door, a strange smile still on her face. I follow her to the front door. Makiko then gestures for me to follow her. As I do, my attention is drawn outside. I see the sun sinking further, now only the edge to be seen of the horizon. After leading me up several stairs and making me more than a few turns, we end up at some stands overlooking a seemingly large empty room. Only thing decorating the room seems to be assorted hurdles. Other than that, it's devoid of anyone or anything. This the place? Makiko nods. She then proceeds to place her arms on the railing and rests her chin on it. For a long silence that follows. I don't want to interrupt. I can tell that Makiko is collecting her thoughts.
Do you remember when we first met?
I smirk. Of course I do. You beamed me in the head with a basketball. She puffs out her cheeks, which I can only tell a slight pink hue, then casually turns to me.
I told you that was an accident!
She says in her adorable, annoyed voice. I know. She turns back, a sad smile on her face.
What I meant was... you asked me why I learned English.
Oh yeah, right, I did.
Did you know that I used to be really good at running? I mean really good.
I shake my head. She gives me a smug look.
Not to brag, but I was actually training for the Olympics.
Before I can respond, she continues.
When I was little, I would always watch the Olympics with my parents. Every 4 years, it became a tradition with us. From the first time I watched it, I became enchanted. Other girls would see princess movies, but to me, the Olympics were my happily ever after. I knew one day I was going to make it there. It was never a doubt in my mind.
At this point, her story had grown more and more hopeful. So great memories were passing through her mind. As I got caught up in the moment she pulled back.
Anyway, I thought that if I was going to become a famous Olympian athlete, I better learn some more languages. You know, for tours and marketing and stuff.
That's why you learned English.
And French, and German.
Rumble's embarrassed as she turns away. Wait, you speak 4 languages? She laughs nervously.
I apparently can pick up languages really easily. It's the only subject I was ever really good at.
I would say I was shocked, but I totally believe the only part. Not wanting to interrupt the flow of her story with a stupid comment, I prod her for more. So, what happened? Only her entire demeanor changes. She turns away from me so I can't see her eyes.
My injury happened.
Your injury? Makiko smiles grimly.
It actually happened right down there.
Says gesturing to the track.
It was a stupid mistake. I was overworking myself, trying too hard to make it to the qualifiers. I tripped and... Well,
Paused, her voice sounding almost choked up.
it took over a year to heal.
There, since that follows is palpable, I dare to break it. So after it healed, why didn't you go back? Follows along as I almost think doesn't hear me. Asking when she speaks up.
I thought I wasn't good enough.
Her voice drops to a whisper.
I got scared.
She buries her face in her arms and continues to lean, a sad smile overtaking her face.
Before I knew it, I was finishing a degree in phys ed and getting a job at the school.
Sort of what to say, I walk forward and put my hands on the back of her. Why are you telling me this? I finally asked.
Do you have a dream?
It was honestly not the response I was expecting. What? I asked, confused. She turns her head to me and still resting her head on her arms.
Do you have a dream?
I have to stop and think for a moment as I gaze out to the field below. My heart, I knew the answer. I shook my head. No. Not really. It turns back.
Did you ever have one?
I slowly shake my head. No. Her head back to the front.
I want you to do me a favor.
Turn to her. Favor? She nods.
When you go back to America, I want you to find a dream, and I want you to live it.
What about you? I could ask the same thing. Shakes her head.
No. I had my chance at a dream. I blew it. But you haven't had one. You can still find your own.
Give her a glance. You say that as if your life is basically over. She looks away from me without responding. So what's your plan then? She shrugs non-committedly.
I guess I'll probably settle down, start a family.
You don't sound very thrilled with that option. Shrugs again. It's a short silence. Is that what you want? Another shrug.
It's fine.
Push myself up off the bar. I push myself up the bars. It's not what I asked you. I turned to her. I asked, is that what you want?
It doesn't matter.
I move over to her and place my hands on her shoulders. In a deft move, I stand her up and turn around, looking directly at me. Is that what you want? First time I can get a good look at her eyes. The deep blue of her eyes are shimmering with held back tears. Oh, she's so cute. Shock on her face when she soon replaced one of the sadness and anger. Seems she needs one more push. Tell me that's what you want, and I'll drop it. Why do I care so much? Why is this something I need to hear? A single tear falls down. Oh, Makiko, my heart. Oh no.
I don't want that.
Oh, nice. You said, Indra, not the game. She says so quietly I can barely hear it. She looks up at me in tears, now falling full force.
Of course I don't want that! But what other choice do I have? I'm not good enough.
Turns her head away from me. All this time, Makiko's had nothing but a happy, chipper face. Never dreamed that beneath that smile was hiding such a deep hurt in her heart. Makiko, you're one of the most amazing people I've ever met. Not only that, not only do you take the world in stride, but you do it with a smile. When I came here the first day to school, I was all alone. I barely understood 2 words of Japanese, but you welcomed me as if I were your best friend. Oh, I don't think you realize just how much that meant to me. You're not just good enough, you're amazing. This is no exaggeration, no hyperbole. This is exactly and truly how I feel. She shakes her head.
No, I
grab Makiko's arm slightly harder than I meant to, and I end up shaking her slightly. Yes, you are, Makiko. You are. You're one of the only people that I truly believe can do anything they set their mind to. I know you can. You can make your dreams still come true. You can't let fear hold you back, Makiko. If you don't believe in yourself, I believe in you. It's at this moment that any semblance of restraint from Makiko is gone as she grabs onto my shirt, begins to cry in a guttural sob against my chest, as if years of pent-up sadness were finally coming to the surface. I do the only thing I can think of. I put my arms around her in a hug, holding her, quiveringly sobbing in form. I don't know how long we stay like this, but eventually the sobbing begins to subside. Her head still leaning up against my chest. I hear her muffled voice.
I love you, you know?
At first, I'm unsure I heard the words correctly, but soon as I seem to finally process, she loves me? The words barely seem to register to me as she continues to stare at my chest. Seeing my inability to respond, Makiko continues.
I've loved you for a long time now. Every time I thought I got up the nerve to tell you, I ended up choking and convincing myself it would never work. But when I heard you earlier today, I knew I had to tell you. Somehow, I felt that if I didn't, one day you would just be gone, and I'd never get the chance.
I know what that feels like. I almost let... Sorry, this is going to be a little hard to say. I almost let somebody I really care about get away because I was too afraid to tell them how I felt. I thought it was too late by the time I did. It turns out they felt the same about me. Made me feel so stupid for not acting sooner than I did. And I was happy. This is really important, and I want to tell everybody who's listening to this. Don't let them get away. I don't care how awkward or how stupid or how afraid you are. Don't let them get away. Tell people how you feel. Tell them the truth. Because you never know. They could feel the same way without you even knowing. If you don't tell them, you're going to regret it more than if you told them and got rejected. Rejection hurts, but wondering what if hurts even more. I've been rejected a lot, and that hurts every time. But I've always told the ones that I cared about them. Because someday we're all gonna be gone, and I don't want to leave this world without letting the people I know I love them, that I love them. And I hope they will remember me for that. And I told them the truth. Even if it's awkward, I don't care. As long as I know that they meant something to me. Okay, I think I'm okay.
You got a refractor shard. Floggy Steve cheered. X5, we care about you too, Zero.
Thank you for the bits, Florgan. Thank you for the kind words.
I've let so many things slip through my fingers in my life. I couldn't let you go without letting you know how I feel.
I open my mouth to speak before Makiko shakes her head and smiles ruefully.
I could see it in your face. I know you're planning to go back, which is why I had to tell you. I know you don't feel the same way, but I'm glad. I'm glad I was able to tell you my feelings.
Slowly, Makiko moves up off me and stands up. A small smile on her face as she wipes away her excess tears.
But you're right. I guess I just needed somebody to tell me that. Thank you.
Makiko, She clenches her fist tightly, usual pumped expression on her face.
All right. That just means I'll have to train that much harder.
It begins to move away from me and walk past me. So that's it then? This causes Makiko to stop, but she doesn't turn around. She speaks to me, her usual chipper tone, although the pain in her voice is palpable.
That's what then?
You're just going to say your piece and not let me say mine?
Huh? I don't think there's much you could say. Nothing I think I could take right now anyway.
She cracks just a little moment. I cross my arms at this. Well, that doesn't seem fair. Fights back a sniff.
I'm sorry, but right now I feel like being a little selfish.
That's true. I did say that. But now I want to be a little selfish too. If you get to say I love you, then I get to say it too. Freezes for a second before clenching her fist slightly, her voice turning slightly cold.
Please. Please don't joke about my feelings like that.
Slight pause. Wait, you think I'm joking? Another pause. Makiko, I'd never joke about something like that. The only thing I feel stupid about is that it took me this long to realize it. Tentatively, I walk up behind Makiko and place my hands on her shoulders. Just like it doesn't fight my touch. When I first came here, I knew nobody. I had nothing. But you welcomed me with open arms like I was part of the family. I have to say, I was a little surprised at how friendly and excitable you were. You cared so much about everyone else's happiness that you never stop and think about your own. And honestly, I think I've loved you for quite a while too. I didn't realize it. But Makiko, I do. I love you. A painfully long silence fills the room. Finally, a sniffle breaks it.
You know, I've been dropping really obvious hints for a while now. I thought they were so obvious that there was no other explanation, that you just didn't think of me that way.
You've been dropping hints? Makiko turns to face me.
Are you serious? The festival, water park, New Year's? You didn't catch any of it?
I think for a moment, and suddenly I feel like the world's biggest idiot. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, God. You know what I'm thinking of? This is not very appropriate, but like in either Kamen Rider Drive or Build, when they've got all the things they're thinking together. When Build's like, the law of victory has been set. When he knows that he has the right combination to win. Oh. To the simple reaction, Makiko gives me a confused, bemused face.
Yeah. Oh.
Another... Oh, my heart. Makiko. The moment of silence passes. Makiko leans over and slowly puts her arms around me. I follow her lead and wrap my own arms around her. Makiko sniffs.
You're a dork. You know that?
Oh, God. My own partners say that to me. Yeah, I know that. World freezes as the two of us hold each other there for what seems like forever, as if no one else on Earth exists, just the two of us. Finally, Makiko speaks again.
Hey. Do you really love me?
Yeah, I do.
I do too.
Squeezes me tighter.
This means you can't leave, you know?
Find myself smiling, hearing a soft voice almost like a child giving a command. Oh fuck, I don't know. It's hitting me in the feels too. I'm gonna have to punch Brandon later in VR. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I found my dream. And as cheesy as it sounds, I know in my heart I truly did.
Hey ho, Iko. Hey ho.
Now it's Makiko's version. Ugh, Brandon. That's another route finished. Oh, there's a lot to take in there. Three years later. The roar of the crowd overwhelmed me as I stand at the sidelines cheering right along them, my voice lost in a sea of cheers. I turned to see Makiko standing on the second place platform, her face beaming brighter than hard any time I've seen her before. The podium nearly blinding from all the photographs that are being taken, but Makiko doesn't seem to even notice as she keeps drinking in the moment. After a few moments, the cheering seems to die down. The athletes are allowed to step off the podiums. Before I even have a chance to react, Makiko races over to me and leaps into my arms, embracing me in a huge hug.
I did it! I did it!
You did! I'm so proud of you, Makiko. She pulls back from the hug and looks at me with a sly grin.
Now, if I remember correctly, you said that if I placed at least silver, I'd get something.
What now?
Yep.
Smirking, I cup her head with my hands and give her a deep kiss, one she eagerly accepts and returns. After a few moments, we release.
Ooh, if that's the prize, I'm glad I didn't get bronze.
She says, smiling at me. Well, I guess that's it then. Ko shakes her head defiantly.
Oh, no, this isn't the end.
Wait, it's not?
Of course it isn't. Do you think we were taking those toboggan classes for kicks? Come on! We only have 2 years to get ready for the Winter Games!
Oh my god! She reaches over and grabs my hand. Moving ahead of me, she pulls on my arm. So as not to fall over, I have to start running alongside her. Ever since that day a few years ago, Makiko has been training her butt off to get to where she is today. I ended up staying on at my job with the school. Well, that is until my job found out that I was in a relationship with one of the teachers. Afterwards, my contract was swiftly terminated. We decided there was only one way to deal with that, and that was to get my spousal visa. I had never seen Makiko more nervous in my life than the day she had to wear a wedding dress, and I still torment her with the pictures. Didn't end up being the stay-at-home bum, though. Shortly after the loss of my job, I ended up finding another one as a cultural liaison to an international sports company through one of Makiko's old connections. We decided that once we got a little too old for the Olympics, we'd simply take off, go wherever we want, a lifelong adventure with just the two of us. If you had asked me 5 years ago if I could imagine myself in this position, I would have told you that you were absolutely crazy, but now, I wouldn't change anything for the world. I love Makiko and I always will. She insists that I'm her rock, but honestly, I feel the other way around. Seeing me start to slow down, Makiko looks back at me with a weary smile.
Hey, Slowpoke, you coming?
Tom Grove just like Rika wore once shame this in the radio drama. I look towards my wife and return the smile. Will you carry me? She lets out a soft giggle.
If I have to.
Pauses slightly as she turns back to me with her arms outstretched.
Because no matter what, I'll never leave you behind.
Aww. Well, what a coincidence, because I feel the same way. I say as I bend over and one foot motion to pick Makiko up bridal style.
Ah!
Yay, Princess Carrie! I'm simply carrying my princess. Where to, my lady? Ko blushes deeply crimson before finally saying as she points towards the door.
To the next adventure!
Yeah! I smirk as I look towards the door. I couldn't have put it better myself. With that, the silver medal still dangling from my wife's neck, I race towards the door as the two of us head to our next adventure together. The end. That's got to be my favorite ending so far of all of them. That's my favorite one, I think. Oh. Do you know what? We still have one more ending to do. But I have no energy to do it right now. I think that's good for now. I was hoping to get all the endings done today, but that didn't happen. Well, there's only one more ending left, unless there's that secret fifth character that I don't know has been programmed in or not. Yeah. 3 innings down, 1 to go. And as a creator of the game would probably say, we probably left the best for last because we know that Fumo's his girl. But I'm satisfied with the endings that we got today. Though, next Saturday is the Splatfest. And if there's a way that I can play it without needing to get the game, I'm probably going to do that. Just a couple of other things we should talk about. I'm just going to... Hold on. Turn the music volume down a little bit. Just a couple other things to talk about before we end off here. Next Tuesday, in the afternoon, I'm just going to have to... Wait, can I... Is it on my calendar or on my computer? Let me just see if it's on there. Yes. So next Tuesday at about noon Eastern time, I think, is Gamescom. I have signed up to co-stream it. So we're going to do the Gamescom presentation from Summer Games Fest. Tuesday, probably around noonish. I think it is. I think it's noon. It says noon on the thing. If not, I'll update everybody. Yeah, one did make me go yokai mode. There may be a way. Yeah. So there's that. And then obviously the regular stuff. I'm doing more Yakuza on Tuesday evening with Eski. And then Thursday, I don't know what we're doing yet. I still got to figure that out. I'm doing Thursday. Probably some more Monster Hunter. We'll see. But then next Saturday, we'll do the last road of this, and then I got to move on to the next game that I was given a key for that I promised to do, because I got a bunch of games lined up that I was given keys for that I need to stream. But in any case, that will do it for this. I'm going to very quickly give another shout out to to Claire, because she's at 10 p.m. Eastern time, so in like just over 2 hours, she's going to be doing her anniversary stream. So let's see. Yeah, profile. So I think it's May Gamer Claire, right? I think her thing is May Gamer Claire, right? I'm pretty sure that's her Twitch. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and give her another shout out here. So guys, go check out her stream at about 10 o'clock Eastern time.
Come out here. Come out here, but not to dog meat.
Nice.
Anything cool? Anything cool? Anything cool? Listening.
Go check out Claire. She's going to be doing her anniversary stream. But for the time being, we need to find out who we're going to raid. So, let's see. Who's on? Let's see. Who's on? Is Radia streaming again? Well, we just might have to raid her then. So, let's go ahead and see.
Pay rent on time.
Oh my god, really?
With CIB.
Don't give me that ad shit. Okay. Yeah, she is live. All right, and she's playing Cult of the Lamb. So, yeah, we're going to raid Radia. So, let's go ahead and do that. So, I'm going to do Radia Night. All right, guys, you know the drill. Here's a raid message if you're subbed. If you're not, you can use this one instead. You can find my social media. You can find my Discord channel here, social media is here, and my YouTube channel here where I put videos and whatnot. Again, raid message if you're subbed. If you're not, you can use this one instead. I'll see you guys on Tuesday, like I said. So keep an eye out for that. Same time as usual, except for the Gamescom thing during the day. So that'll happen as well. But if you miss it, don't worry. There'll be a VOD and I'll put it on YouTube and whatnot. Yeah, just keep an eye out for that. And then, of course, on Thursday, might be doing Monster Hunter. Who knows? Monster Hunter or something else. I don't know. And then on next Saturday, on next Friday, I have a giant collab, actually, with a bunch of other VTubers. For Gartic Phone. It hasn't all been organized yet, but I will be doing a collab on next Friday for that. And then Saturday I'll come back to Gaikokujin no Sensei and we'll finish up the Fumo route. And I think that's it. But anyways, guys, take care, comb your hair in a rush, use a brush, don't do drugs, stay in school, eat your teeth. I will see you next time on Cheat. And if you're going to be at Claire's anniversary stream tonight, I will be there. So I'll see you there. But this raid's about to happen. Go say hi to Radia for me. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye.
You know who else looks cute? You. Yeah.